Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We get set for the 2023 high school football season. Today, we take a look at the Heritage Hall Chargers in Class 3A. Here in a bit, we'll have their season schedule and what we believe their record will be, and I think it'll be pretty darn good as history tells us. But before that, let's hear from one of our great sponsors here on the Huddle. The High School Huddle is presented by Generations Church. Love God, love people, serve both well. Contact Generations Church by calling 405-282-6848 or visit them online at generationsguthrie.com. The Heritage Hall Chargers, defending state champions, as I mentioned, 100 wins in the last 107 games. Maybe more impressive is they won 9 straight district championships. They won a title in 4A. They've won some in 3A as well. But they have a current win streak of 66 consecutive district games. And their last district loss, although I hadn't looked it up, was back in Newcastle 2013. I would certainly think that was probably around the Thompson era over at Newcastle. But complete dominance at Heritage Hall. Expect another dominant year for them in the regular season. We'll see how the postseason goes for them again. But leading that charge, that dominance, is a pretty dominant player in Oklahoma high school football.
Yeah, we're talking about, of course, the quarterback returning senior this year, Andy Bass. Last year in the state championship game, he had 33 carries for 256 yards, 2 scores, threw for another 105 and another score, leading the Chargers to a 72-56 state championship win over Metro Christian.
I remember talking about 56 points for Metro Christian in the championship. It wasn't enough.
Well, it was a track meet.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the sideline on that game, working the sideline, and it was unbelievable.
Back and forth.
Oh, it was I was exhausted. And the thing that I remember, when you look at Bass, of course, he translates as an athlete at the next level. 18 Division I offers, a who's who, big name schools, OU, K-State, a lot of these big name schools. But this is what impresses me the most about this young man. We were just talking about this, Chris. He's got offers from all 3 academy schools: Air Force Academy, Annapolis Naval Academy, and West Point, Connecticut, Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, Pennsylvania, Penn, Yale, and then, of course, Kansas, Kansas State, North Texas, New Mexico State. But some of the finest academic schools in the country as well. So not only can this kid get her done athletically, he's wicked smart. Not to mention, the kid is jacked. I saw a picture of him. He looks like a bodybuilder.
He's got muscles on top of muscles.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
No, it's crazy.
Well, that's
crazy.
Yeah, that spread offense will be fun to watch again this year. Their defense returns 6 players, and Coach Bogert does a great job. Brett Bogert over there at Heritage Hall.
Yeah.
Aggressive and suffocating is the way he describes his defense. So if his offense is scoring 72 points in the championship game, I think his defense would just need to be aggressive, and that would be enough.
Just show up.
Just
show up.
One stop of work.
Yeah. Let's take a look at their season schedule. Of course, the Heritage Hall Chargers a year ago, 13-1, 12-1 the year before that. Now they've lost the game at least one game every year dating back to 2018. They had a perfect season in 2017 and a perfect season in 2015. Looking at the schedule here, it's a good one. Well, there would be a lot of cameras and microphones for that first game of the year with Millwood. Nickens, the great wide receiver, and they got some great athletes over there as well. But on the road to Clinton, John Marshall, there you see the district schedule there. Marlowe to finish it up on the year. But Heritage Hall Chargers haven't gone undefeated since 2018.
I think this is going to be a year we're probably going to see that happen again. I think they're the odds-on favorite for the year. I've got them going. Well, I'm sorry. We're going to go through the teams, I assume.
Yeah,
can we just get through all that?
Yeah, we'll just get through all that.
Go ahead and put me down for 10-0, Chris.
Yeah, no.
10-0 in district play. Okay, well, 30-0.
30-0.
All 3 of us got them going 10-0, and again, they haven't gone undefeated since 2018. But I think past that Millwood, I think they're there.
Yeah. Well, and you get in the playoffs. Of course, you got Metro Christian, Lincoln. I mean, you got some great schools. Verdigris, we're talking about them. These kids, these public school kids, just produce great football teams every year and can't get in the top 5.
Yeah, Stigler. I feel every year.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Stigler.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to watch. But Heritage Hall, we saw them again up close and personal last year. These kids, and I can't even believe I'm going to say this. I think a lot of these private school kids get a bad rap. Just because you don't like maybe the way the rules apply to private schools, that has nothing to do with kids.
Yeah.
Right.
The kids go out and compete. And let me tell you, these kids are so well coached, and they are mega competitive kids.
72-56 was fun to watch.
Oh, it was fun. I thought it was the most entertaining game of the every state championship game last year. It was incredible. And I'm trying to remember the young man that was a running back that graduated last year. I'm drawing a blank right now, but they're going to have to find a replacement for him. They will.
Yeah.
They will. They got a couple good wide receivers coming back, have good game experience, solid top to bottom. Barring a lot of injuries, I just think that they're going to be a big load for anybody that steps on the field.
Yeah, we're picking them all to go 10-0, which means they have more than just Andy Bass, right?
Sure.
They got to have more to go 10-0. So they got Rashad Smith, Jordan Harris, Cal Welker, the good defensive back coming back. So I mean, not just one person. So in order to go 10-0, especially in 3A, because 3A is going to be very, very competitive, you have to have some guys on both sides of the ball, and the Heritage Hall does.
Well, and the big thing for them defensively, they've got 6 returning starters, but every one of the big uglies up front.
Yeah.
The entire defensive line, every starter's back.
Yeah.
And you all know defense starts up front.
Yep.
I mean, if they get the push that they're capable of getting with that experience, they're going to be a load. They're going to find athletes to fill in those other spots. They will. They're loaded with athletes over there. So I think Heritage Hall, for my money, not only the odds-on favorite to go 10-0, I'll get the cart a little ahead of the horse here. They're my favorite to win it all this year.
Yeah, Barrett Thomas expected to take the early snaps at the running back spot. Again, it all goes through Andy Bass. He can throw the football over 2,800 yards a year ago and then almost 1,000 yards rushing. So he is option 1 and 1A.
Yeah.
But then, again, it's supposed to be expected to be Travis getting a lot of those carries early on. He got a little bit a year ago in a backup role. Barrett Thomas, 6'2", 188. He is a junior. That's our thoughts on the Heritage Hall Chargers. Looks like another good season for Coach Bogert. Don't forget, the High School Huddle will be live with you every Wednesday night throughout the entire season, beginning August 16th, with our live show beginning at 6 o'clock. Be sure to find us on our YouTube channel, Second Banana Media. Subscribe and like. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. And, of course, it's all centralized at our website, secondbananamedia.com. Best of luck to the Heritage Hall Chargers this season. Best of luck to your high school football team. We'll see you soon with high school football.